If there's one more thing this game between Barcelona and Rayo Vallecano lets us talk about, has to be certainly Philippe Coutinho, because his performance in that game was not up to scratch, and this has not been the very first time. We all know his situation, so in today's video I'm gonna try to, well, give you my opinion based on the reasons I believe Coutinho is not succeeding at Barcelona. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. Links are also going to be in the description down below. They are a very good place to get cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits, so go there and get yours. The main reason that some of you are bringing back into the table, and I've been a defender of it as well, is that he has not been playing in his rightful position, and that is the center of midfield, alongside Busquets, alongside Arthur, or be it Rakitic, Vidal, whoever starts in that three-man midfield. Not push out wide, not push further forward. Coutinho needs to play in that number 10 position, or at least that advanced creator midfielder. But as we know, Philippe Coutinho has not been playing in that position, and there are two reasons for that. The very first one is that Arthur, well, has just been playing amazingly, and it's not rightful to take him away when he's really at that level. And the other one is that Ernesto Valverde should have been doing better, because when Arthur was not playing, the first name to be the substitute for him should have been Coutinho, and not somebody like Vidal, not someone like Sergio Roberto, because Coutinho, with the money we paid, with what he means, and basically the skill set that he has, he should have been slot right in there and not push up further forward as a left winger. Because I've repeated myself before, but we didn't bring two players to replace Neymar, did we? We brought Dembele to do that, and he's doing that fantastically. And well, Coutinho now, did we also bring that to replace Neymar? No, we didn't. We bring him in to replace Iniesta. So that's where he should be playing. But yes, you knew that reason, everybody knows it. Even Philippe Coutinho knows it at its right, and I believe that Valverde does so as well. Now let's talk about the actual tactical reasons. Why is Coutinho not really performing as a footballer? Because even though he has been playing as a left winger, he has not been asked to, do one-on-ones, to use his space, to overcome the fullback, because he's not that type of player. Barcelona, in reality, when playing Coutinho, we have been playing most of all kind of like a 4-3-2-1, with Coutinho and Messi being those sort of like left attacking midfielder and right attacking midfielder. Some old school formation that we've seen previously in the past. And unfortunately, here Coutinho should have been doing better, because in that position, he should excel. The problem is that we have someone called Lionel Messi, and he also does the very same job in that midfield, or in that forward line, if you want to call it that. Coutinho at Liverpool, he was the main star. Everybody looked for Coutinho when it came to creating chances, especially in the 2015-2016 and 2016-2017 season with Brendan Rodgers. Those were the best seasons where Coutinho was at the helm. And here at Barcelona, we have somebody else, Messi. Everything passes for Messi at Barcelona, and it won't happen through Philippe Coutinho. With Philippe Coutinho, what he's encountering is that as soon as he gets the ball, nobody's moving. Nobody's making that run, no one's pulling the defenders, and it's just everything very tight. And that's when we see the pass merchant, Philippe Coutinho, where he gets the ball, looks to the left, looks to the right, and just passes it back to Jordi Alba. We saw that same action so many times against Rayo Vallecano, where Coutinho had the ball, dribble a little to the left, to the right, looking where he could pass the ball, but nothing happened. So he had to pass the ball back to Rakitic, to a defender, to Jordi Alba, or just give it to Messi, because that's what every Barcelona player does in this team. When we look at the situations with Messi gets the ball and we see Suarez making the run, we see Nelson Semedo overlapping for the right hand side, we see Philippe Coutinho trying to take away two defenders, we see movement happening, because we know that as soon as Messi gets the ball, there's something gonna happen. And with the space that is being created, that's when he drills past everybody, and that's how we see those goals from Lionel Messi, always with the left foot, curling around the keeper. That always happens when Messi gets the ball, because that's what the other players allow them to do. Philippe Coutinho has that in his locker as well, but he does it through the other flank. And in reality, we don't need two players like that. We don't need two players exercising that role. Philippe Coutinho is a player that also needs to look at the goal. Most of the time, whenever Coutinho gets the ball, he has his back to the goalkeeper. He has his back to the defenders. He's always looking back at the pitch, at Barcelona's side of the field, because that's basically where he's being left off. And then he doesn't have enough space to finish the chances, and he just becomes once again that pass merchant, Philippe Coutinho. In Liverpool, look at all his highlights, look at everything he has played under Klopp, even under Brendan Rodgers. He at least had, 5, 10, 15 yards before going into the box. He had that ability to look and just dribbled and go left, go right, go forward. Here we're giving him the ball too far up the field, and that's not that type of player. So the decision now is up to Coutinho himself and up to the board, unfortunately, where before it should have been Ernesto Valverde, now it's onto those two parties. If Coutinho wants to keep battling out, if he wants to put that career at risk, go ahead. And I really praise that because he's being very, very brave. But also the board could be thinking, look at the money we could get for this player. He has not been working at Barcelona. We already got someone in that position like Arthur and De Jong who's going to come in. They're going to work wonders. We should use that money in someone like De Ligt. We should use that money in someone like Luka Jovic. The board are thinking this, and I believe that we are not gonna really question them for it. So hopefully guys, I got your brain working and getting you think about this. And just to add more food for thought, I'm gonna remind you just how difficult it was for Barcelona to find Iniesta and Xavi. Under Frank Rijkaard, they were awful. They were really, really bad. Rijkaard didn't know how to fit both of them in the same system because both of them were very attacking players. And it took Guardiola still like half a more season or so to really have Iniesta and Xavi locked down. Whenever we were going to play away, if you remember, Iniesta was pushed at the left winger position. He was always pushed up further forward, and somebody like Keita, someone like Good Johnson would slide in. It's hard to make players fit, and I believe that Valverde also did something very bad here because at the start of the season he said, good players always adapt, and that's fake. That's really, really fake. Good players are good players, but it doesn't take them away from adapting or not. It can take you 1 year, it can take you 2 years, it can take you 0 days. It's up to you and it's up to them to make it work. And right now, I cannot blame Coutinho for not trying, but I can a little bit on Valverde because of the managing. But unfortunately, it's been too push-led back, where now it's out of hands. And it's Bartomeu up top that is going to decide what to do with Coutinho. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and take care. Ciao.